Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Okay, right?
Mike, 58. 58's the Mike.
We got double up, double up, double up, double up.
58's the Mike. 58.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
58, right over.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
58's the Mike.
Tua going to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Down, black, 95.
58's the Mike. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Tua now on first down. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
58, right over there.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception earlier, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
We own. Alert, alert, alert. We own them.
Check 99. Check 99. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Get this. 43.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Let him know, let him know.
Over the middle, complete.
Let him know.
It's Andrews. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Get ready.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Ready. 50 green.
Where's the mic? Watch the out. Watch the out.
Faster. Set up.
Now Tua. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. after the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
43 is the mic. And we got to get to the ball.
Here's Tua. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Blue striker.
43.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Trying to fit it into more, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Check hot route.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Coming this way. Here we go. Hatch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. 25, check 25.
Here's Allen to throw it. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Middle.
4 down. Alert flare.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
57. Time to go. Night.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Ready?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on now, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here I come.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. I'm trying to collect.
57's Mike. Mike 57. All day.
Just like that.
57. Mike 57.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Pass, check, pass. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
57's the Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
57's the Mike.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, check Mike 57.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookies coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Black shot. 43 is the mic.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On the set. It's the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's go one more. 43.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go. Players make big plays, dog. Right.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
All day, every day.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
Middle.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
We got 3. We got 3.
Mike 50. Yeah, that's what I do.
Hey.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hey, 50.
Allen off the play fake. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're really excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Switch.
Black Ultra.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Drill 52.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Back.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised.
And this throw will be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's 17-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
We got this.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 38, Mike 38, Mike 38.
Watch the slant. Go. Slant.
Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
319. 38.
We don't want this.
Shift.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Not much there, only a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Switch.
On play action, here's Tua, eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Check.
They'll get this right back to Rager. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 and a throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Hey. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Yo.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, baby.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
I'm going to run you over.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Rip right.
Now a handoff here to the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Lay down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
57 the mic. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
57, Mike 57. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Mike's 57, 57's Mike.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Take it in at the 3.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with the 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown. And that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for L.A., it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving.
Shit, that was a good game right there.
Dallas.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. My son and I were BSing the whole time, and he was calling me out of some of the misplays that I had, and I know, I missed them, and I hesitated, and he told me I missed them, and we laughed. So anyways, real quick, we're going to run through the numbers. Lord Farquaad, good game, bud. Let me GG you real quick. All right, so here we are. We're back. Hi. Talking to my dog. 10 for 21, 173 yards, no touchdowns, 5 INTs. I locked him up. He was not able to do shit. Josh Allen, 13 for 17, 146 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. That INT I threw was that was just horrible on my end. Poor read. Timmy stepping up, the rookie, 18 for 129 yards, 1 touchdown. Joe Mixon got locked up and some, 3 for 5 yards. That's 1.6 yards a carry. He did not run the rock at all. Josh Jacobs for 1 touchdown. Timmy, 6 for 59 yards receiving. Jalen Reagor, 5 for 99 yards. Eventually I locked him up as well. Mark Andrews, 3 for 61 yards. Josh, 2 for 11. Hill, 2 for 53 yards and a touchdown. Mixon, 2 for 13. And then all single digits after that. Hamler made a fucking nice play early in the game. 1 for 10 yards. Blocking, Juan James giving a sack. Alejandro, he gave up a sack. Alex Louise gave up a sack. We'll take a look at the numbers right here. Sack lights, INT lights. Darius Williams with the INT. That was his pick 6 right there. Son of a bitch. Dante Fowler with the sack. We have Patrick Johnson with the sack. CJ Gardner with the INT. We have Tyler Hill. He stepped up big time, number 37. He's got an INT and a pick 6 in there. He ran a pick 6 all the way back from one end of the field to the other, and it was fucking magical. 129 interception yards. Longest interception return, 102 yards. And he took it back for a touchdown. So he is my player of the week. So, yeah. Troy Nance with the INT. He played phenomenal, the rookie. And we got Jonathan Abraham playing like he usually plays, like a beast with the INT. That is it for your defensive numbers. Punting, nothing really crazy. What is that? TJ, 5 for 123 yards. That's how many touchdowns I was making. And that is it, guys. That is it for the numbers. We'll take a look at the score summary. Not so much the player stats. We just ran through that. But the team stats we will go through. 31-7. LA. Total offense, 264 to 160. Rushing yards, 128-7. Passing yards, 136 to 153. First downs, 13 for over 8. Total yards, 272 and 283 for the Cowboys. Turnovers, +4. I got 1 +4. He's got 5 -4. Third down conversions, 4 for 6. And 3 for 5 for the Cowboys. Fourth downs, 0 for 1. Red zone, 2 for 2, 100% touchdowns for LA, and 1 attempt in the red zone for Dallas, and nada. Penalties, 1. Time of possession, 16:03 compared to 7:57. Damn, you see that time of possession?
Yeah.
Fucking damn. That is dominating the line of scrimmage. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.